Hey YouTube, Magazine 2021 here, coming at you with a manga collection video. I meant to do this like right after the manga tag video that I did like a week or two ago, but I didn't have a chance to get around to doing this one. Um, as far as collecting manga goes, I've been collecting since 2008 when I was in 10th grade, and I didn't start collecting seriously until 2010. I want to say right before or right after I started my first semester of college. And last time I counted up how many volumes I have, I think I'm up to 531. I might have been off by a few numbers, but I forgot what I was gonna say. So let's get down to it. Okay, first up is my active buy bookcase. Pretty much anything on here I try to buy first and foremost whenever I'm getting new volumes of manga, whether it's from like a bookstore or um buying online and wherever I usually get manga from. But anyways, first up, wait, let me get the focus. Come on, focus. Okay, there we go. First up is the first two A Certain Magical Index light novel volumes. Assassination Classroom 1 through 12. Black Clover 1 through 3. Freezing Volumes 1 and 2. Haikyuu Volumes 1 through 5. Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, however you want to pronounce it. Volumes 1 through 7, 10, and 29. Karakura Doji Ultimo, Volumes 1 through 5. Kizu Monogatari Wound Tale, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, Volumes 1 through 4. On the next shelf, Magi, Volumes 1 through 7. Magical Girl Apocalypse, Volumes 1 through 9. That's up to date. Mayu Chiki Omnibus Collection, Volumes 1 through 3. My Hero Academia, Volumes 1 through 3. My Neighbor Seki, or Tonari no Seki-kun, whichever name you want to refer to it as. Volumes 1 and 2. Mysterious Girlfriend X, Volume 1. I'm pretty sure that's an omnibus volume, so I'm guessing that's the first two volumes. The first three Neon Genesis Evangelion 3-in-1 omnibus volumes, so volumes 1 through 9. Nichiju, volumes 1 through 5. Nurse Hitomi's Monster Infirmary, volume 1. The first Oh My Goddess omnibus volume. I think it's got 3 volumes in it. I'm not actually sure. I mean, it's been a while since I checked. Anyways, One Punch Man volumes 1 through 3 on the next shelf. Prison School Volume 1, it's actually 2-in-1 omnibus, so that's the first 2 volumes. A few of the Madoka Magica spin-off mangas. I have Kazumi Magica Volumes 1 through 3, and Madoka Magica The Different Story Volume 1. The first ReZero light novel, School Live Volume 1, Seraph of the End, Volumes 1 through 3, Shaman King, Volumes 1 through 7, Sunshine Sketch, Volume 1, or Hidamari Sketch, whichever name you prefer. I know that for the English release of the anime, they kept the original title. I'm not sure why they didn't keep it for the manga, but that's not a big deal. The Seven Deadly Sins, Volumes 1 through 2. Tokyo Ghoul, Volumes 1 and 2. Toriko, Volumes 1 through 4. UQ Holder, Volumes 1 through 3. World Trigger, Volumes 1 through 13. That's up to date. Yotsuba, Volumes 1, 2, 6, and 7. And the first Zero's Familiar Omnibus, so that's Volumes 1 through 3. And last on this shelf, I keep all my Otaku USA issues in here. And this little bin thing. Anyways, moving on to the next shelf. This is what I like to call the finish whenever bookcase. As in, I finish working on or getting more volumes for whatever I have on here whenever I get a chance to pick up more volumes, because a lot of stuff on here is used. I do get some new stuff that I keep on here, but anyways, first up is A Certain Scientific Railgun, Volumes 1 through 3, Volume 1 of Air Gear, Volume 1 of Akame ga Kill, Volume 1 of Alachino, Volume 1 of Bamboo Blade, Volume 1 of Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. Oh yeah, I got these up here. Volume 1 of Akuma no Riddle, Volume 1 through 3 of Beyblade, Volumes 1 through 6 of Beat the Vandal Buster, Volumes 1 and 6 of Berserk, Volume 1 of Biomega, Volumes 1 and 2 of Black Butler, Volumes 1 and 2 of Black Cat, Volume 1 of Black Lagoon, Volumes 1 through 5 of Bleach, Volume 1 of Blood Plus, Volume 1 of Blood Blockade Battlefront, Volume 1 of Blue Exorcist, 2 volumes of Bobobo, Volumes 3 and 6 of Bokurano, Volumes 1, 3, 9, and 12 of Cromartie High School, Volumes 1 and 2 of D. Gray Man, and then on this shelf, Volume 3 and 4 of D. Gray Man, Volume 1 of Defrag, let me pull it out, Volume 1 of Devil Survivor, Volumes 1 and 2 of I can't speak today, Volumes 1 and 2 of DG Charat, a DG Charat spin-off manga. I'm pretty sure it's a spin-off manga, or one of those ones where it's got like different people doing like short stories for a manga. I think those are compilations or something. Maybe I'm thinking of a different word. Volumes 1 through 3 of Dr. Slump. Hold on, let me move this out the way. Ah, shit. I can fix that later. And volumes 1 through 3 of Dr. Slump. The last Visbig volume for Dragon Ball. So the last 4 volumes of that. Volume 1 of Durarara. Volume 1 of Eat Man. Volume 1 of Erika 7, Gravity Boys and Lifting Girl. Volumes 1 and 2 of Excel Saga. Volumes 1 through 6, 10 through 12, and 18 and 19 of Ice Shield 21. Oh, let me move this dude out of the way. Volumes 1 and 2 of Flame of Rekka. Volumes 1 and 2 of Food Wars. Volume 1 of Gintama. Volumes 1 and 2 of Grenadier. Volume 1 of Gurren Lagann. Volume 1 of Hikaru no Go. Volume 1 of Hide and Closer. Oh, let me pull these out a little. Got bad lighting on this part of the bookcase. Volumes 1 through 3 and 6 of Eyes. Volume 1 of Part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Volume 1 of Kanagi. And then lastly on this shelf, Volume 1 of Knights of Sidonia. And then moving on to the next bookcase. Let me move that out of the way. Volumes 1 through 3, and then the second 3-in-1 omnibus for Kakaishi. I don't recommend getting these specific 3-in-1 volumes, mostly because of the poor page quality. I mean, sure, you do save money picking these up over the individual volumes, but I'd say just save these 3-in-1s as like a last resort. Like if you can't pick up the individual volumes. Volume 1 of Knights of the Zodiac or Saint Seiya. Volume 1 of Kurohime. Volume 1 of Lucky Star. Volume 1 of Midori Days. Volume 1 of Nabari no O. Volumes 1 through 3 of Negima. Volume 1 of Nisekoi. Volumes 1 and 2 of Nodame Cantabile. Hold on, it's making bad lighting. Volumes 1 and 2 of Neuro Rise of the Yokai Clan. The first 2-in-1 omnibus for Ranma 1/2. Volume 1 of Raid Master. Volumes 2, 4, and 6 through 10 of Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Volumes 1 and 2 of Rinne. Volumes 1 and 2 of Rosario Vampire. God, I'm speaking too fast. Dang it. I can't think today. The first 2 Visbig volumes of Rurouni Kenshin, so volumes 1 through 6. Shadow Star, volumes 1 through 3, or Narutaru, if you prefer that name. Volume 1 of Sayonara's Zetsubuo Sensei. Volumes 1 through 4 of School Rumble. I'm pretty sure this is the only one, but the Scrap Princess light novel and the first 2 volumes of the Scrap Princess manga and volume 1 of Samurai Kagura Skirting Shadows. And then on the next shelf, volume 2 of Shakugan no Shana and volume 1 of Shugo Chara. Let me pick those up real quick. Volumes 1 and 2 of Soul Eater, volume 1 of the Spice and Wolf manga, volumes 1 and 2 of Strawberry 100%, volume 1 of Sumomomo. I think I said enough mo's for that. Volume 1 of the 2-in-1 for Tenjo Tenge, so that's volumes 1 and 2. Volumes 1 and 2 of Takami Bachi, volume 1 of Tenna on S String. Let me push those back. Volume 1 of Trainman Densha Otoko, Volume 1 of Triage X, Volumes 1 and 2 of Trigun. I'm pretty sure Trigun, or the first Trigun manga was 3 volumes, and that's just like all 3 of them split into 2 volumes, maybe. I know there's an omnibus for that part of Trigun. And then the first Trigun Maximum Omnibus, that's 3 volumes. Volumes 1 through 5 of Yu Yu Hakusho, Volumes 1 and 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! And on this last shelf, it's just mostly strategy guides and all my Shonen Jump issues. I have a little sampler issue I got with a pack of Pokemon cards. I think that was back in like 8th grade. Yeah, that was back in like 8th grade, I think. And then I have most of the 2011 issues, and I'm missing the second to last issue of 2012, which is actually the second to last print issue. And I also have all my Nintendo Power issues in this little bin. I did have more, but I ended up losing all the ones I had because of Hurricane Katrina. Anyways, moving on to this last shelf. Okay, well, technically second to last, because I got this one over here. I still need to put the back panel on, because I don't know where the hammer is in the house, but all the manga on this shelf is completed, besides like 1 or 2 exceptions. I call this my completed shelf. Anyways, on the first shelf, 5 centimeters per second. I'm pretty sure that's 2 volumes because of how thick it is. A Silent Voice, volumes 1 through 7. Behind this Gunbuster figure is the manga adaptation of Gunbuster, volumes 1 through 5. Also, the Die Buster manga adaptation, that's just 1 volume. All You Need Is Kill, that's actually the 2-in-1 omnibus. And then behind this figure of Nono and Noriko is the Azumanga Daioh omnibus. Next up is Barrage, volumes 1 and 2. And this is the Black Rock Shooter spin-off manga, Black Rock Chan. I mean, you can't really see the Chan part because it's covered up by the little flap thing, but you can kind of see it on the spine. Anyways, next up is Buso Rankin, volumes 1 through 10. The 2 Chobits omnibus volumes, that's 4 volumes per book, so that's 8 volumes total. Hisasi's Cute Devil Girlfriend, I'm not pulling that out because I don't want this video getting flagged. And I'm pretty sure you can figure why I'm not pulling it out, but I'm not going to go into any more details. Next up on the next shelf, Dead Man Wonderland, volumes 1 through 13. The first 3 volumes of the Eureka 7 manga, and then the second omnibus, which is volumes 4 through 6. That's just how I got it off of eBay, because they were just selling the first 3 volumes and then the second omnibus anyways. The first Final Fantasy 13 light novel, that came with the collection edition for 13-2. I wasn't sure where else to put it, so I just left it here. I have both the original release and the omnibus re-release for the Fooly Cooly manga adaptation. The Hollow Fields 3-in-1 omnibus. Well, I mean, it is only 3 volumes, but that's the omnibus release for it. Hollow Fields and the Perfect Cog. I think that's a sequel. I haven't actually read it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a sequel. Jocko and the Galactic Patrolman. That's actually a prequel to Dragon Ball. And then behind this, I have all 3 of the JoJonium volumes for Part 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. After that is Junji Ito's Cat Diary. Definitely his most tame work. All 4 volumes of K-On! And then K-On! College and K-On! High School. On the next shelf, volumes 1 through 19 and then 20 to 21 of Karikano. All 4 volumes of the Kingdom Hearts manga. Both volumes of Chain of Memories, and the only 2 volumes that Tokyo Pop put out for Kingdom Hearts 2. And I know that they have, I know that Yen Press did re-releases for them within the last few years, but I just haven't had a chance to pick them up yet. Next up is all 3 hardback volumes for the Kill la Kill manga. This one is, if I remember the title correctly, it's Mobile Suit Victory Gundam Project Exodus, or Exodus Project, but it's a re-release of 2 Gundam mangas that came out back in the early 90s. One of them is a side story for Victory Gundam, and then the other one is Gigantus' Counterattack. It's just pretty much Ideon showing up, and some of the Gundam protagonists going to kill him or something. But it does tie into... It does tie the Gundam franchise into Ideon in a way. But I just mostly... I mean, everything I know about it's from the Gundam Wiki. Anyways, next up is volumes 1 through 18 of Muyo and Roji. The Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind box set. Definitely one of the finest box sets I've laid my eyes on, or had the pleasure of owning. I mean, it is the only box set I own, but it's definitely a must-have for any manga collector. If you want something nice looking and fancy, I guess, on your bookcase or in your collection. Next up is Nora, The Last Chronicle of Devildom, volumes 1 through 9. The Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt manga adaptation. Parasite, volumes 1 through 8. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Genji's Rescue Team. Portus, volumes 1 through 16 of Siren. The Madoka Magica manga adaptation. Ralgrad, volumes 1 through 4. And then, before I go to the next shelf, I have this small set of Urusei Yatsura comic books that Viz put out back in, like, the early 90s, back whenever they did the whole monthly releases for manga in a comic book format. And they only put, like, I think 2 chapters in each issue. So, I mean, it's not a lot of content, I guess, but it's something alright. And I also have this other Urusei Yatsura comic book. I'm not sure if it's just... I'm pretty sure it's just more of the manga, but they just used a different title for this set of releases, because this is the 3rd issue, and the person that I got these from off of eBay only had these 8, and then that extra one. So I'm guessing it's just more of the series. It's also one of, as far as I'm aware, one of the few Rumiko Takahashi mangas that's never gotten a re-release in English. Because the majority of her work has been re-released so far. Anyways, on the last shelf of this bookcase, Psychono Volumes 1 through 7, Saitama Chainsaw Shoujo. Let me pull this out. I mean, it does have the literal translation on the cover, but I prefer the original name. Anyways, Sandland, that's just one volume. Let me pull this out. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th Strike Witches manga that's been released in English, or I have them in release order. I'm missing the 1st and the 6th, but I got these together off of eBay. Anyways, the reprint for Super Mario Adventures. That was definitely a long time coming, because you couldn't, before the reprint a few months ago, you couldn't get this for under like $100, because it's been out of print since the mid-90s, I think. It's actually the first manga I owned back when I was a little kid, but I don't actually remember what happened to it. I just know that I used to own it, and then at some point I didn't own it. But yeah, it was a long time coming for a reprint. The God's Lie, Tony Takazaki's Neon Genesis Evangelion, Twin Spica, Volumes 1 through 12, and some of these are thicker because they have 2 volumes, or, they have 2 volumes in them, and it's actually like 16 volumes long. I know the digital release has all the volumes individually, but, yeah, I'm not sure why they bunched some of them together to have less volumes released or something. I don't know. And then, last up, I have some graphic novels. I have a regular show related one. The first Spawn, omnibus, I guess. This one's just the one with the first 6 issues. There's some releases that have 12 issues, and then there's like, I think 3 that have 25 in them per book. And then the first volume for Transmetropolitan, that's the first 6 issues. And after that, I got the most recent Harry Potter book, 2 of the little spin-off things that she wrote, and then this is a like autobiography thingy on Gary Lawson's The Far Side. I don't actually know where my mom got that. She just found it, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. And lastly is my One Piece shelf. I have up to volume 65. And then down here, I have all the One Piece related games that I currently own. And one of my friends said he's going to get me the first collection DVD for the anime for my birthday next month. So I'm just going to keep that over here whenever I get that. And that's my manga collection for December 2016. I'll probably do one of these like every year, like once a year, maybe twice a year. But yeah, that's it, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.